except Facts and Stacks podcast.
Okay.
Subscribe right now. Check them out.
All that.
Tune in, and it's just like that.
Yeah, back in the building. Football Sundays, you know what I'm saying? Best sports show in the motherfucking world, Facts and Stats. Back in to make it clear. Pop-up TV, you don't need TV because we popping up. Now, we got the second part of this NFC East edition, you hear me? Why I had to split it in two parts? Because I don't know if I'm going to get the same energy I got from the first one. That Eagles-Cowboys jump might have been the best stop on the whole motherfucking tour. I want to know, I got the Giants fans, Dom in the building with the black excellence at the bottom. You hear me? Dom, how you feeling about the squad?
Yeah. that's how I feel.
I thought you ain't bringing the energy.
All right, we gonna switch it up to the Commanders fan, bruh, in the building. How you feeling, bruh? How you feeling about the squad?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm feeling good. We got us a quarterback. You know, if he just stay healthy, we might be all right. We just got to see what he can do. But we got us a quarterback. We got receivers. We just got to go out there and see what we can do, man, each and every week and try to stay healthy. We missing Chase Young right now, so you know we got to stay healthy though, man. That's the biggest key. And Wentz got it. Wentz got to get some connections. He got to get familiar with that. He got to get familiar with that.
Hey, D, it sounds like they might need our help today, bro. That's why we here, bro. You on the Commander side. Talk to him. How you feeling today?
Hey, man, I ain't going to hold you, cuz you keep leading with this QB shit, man. I went through it. Do not go first with Carson Wentz. That's the first mistake you making right there, man.
You had him for 1 year, and you had him with arguably the best running back. He had the best year last year. Jonathan Taylor, he had the best year as a running back last year. So
matter of fact, Don, don't even start the clock. We starting the show. Keep going, y'all. Y'all good. Y'all good.
So I feel like, he only had 1 year with y'all. And he had Jonathan Taylor back there who took mostly all the weight off his shoulders, like literally all the weight off his shoulders,
and he was still able to sell it in. So
and to be honest, he came 1 game short. So I mean, shit,
he came a couple of games short.
Two.
It was
he came two.
He had the last two to win, and he lost
the last one. I'm talking about the last game that he played. If he would have won that
against the Raiders,
the two people who host the show know the most about him. He's polite, okay?
Eagles and the Colts fan. Oh shit!
Listen, as an Eagles fan,
hey, bro.
Listen, as an Eagles
the
fan,
last game he lost was against the Jaguars, bro. We can't defend that.
I
understand that, bro.
I understand that, but the Jaguars, they was playing hard. It happens.
Oh,
it happens, man.
Hard.
It happens. Listen,
I know one thing. The first pick.
I know one thing. The quarterback who we had, the quarterback who we had last year, that shit damn sure ain't come down to 1 game. That shit was over from the start. So I know for a fact.
The magic ran out.
Wentz give us a better chance to win than any other quarterback I feel like we done had in the last 5-6 years. Honestly. Like,
damn.
I mean, I can't name a quarterback.
You put the pressure on me right there. Hold on.
I can't
crazy
name
to
a
talk ill about the dead like that.
So let me get to this point. You taking Kirk Cousins or you taking Carson Wentz?
If we being honest, Kirk Cousins can't win a big game neither. So
it seemed like the same quarterback to me a little bit.
Yeah, kinda. So I don't see why I can go wrong with either one. But I mean, I seen Kirk. I haven't seen Wentz. So if I had to pick, I'm going with Wentz.
We seen Wentz. Look, all right. Yeah, we only had it for 1 year, but who was the head coach? Frank Reich. So it ain't like he was not in that system before. He knew that system. And what he was doing was fucking the system up. He was trying his own shit. He was trying his
All right,
own
all right,
shit.
all right, all right. So we gonna get back to Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got enough of this shit to go around. Cause I don't know. Let's go quarterback versus quarterback. Let's go
Oh.
Wentz versus Daniel Jones. Dom, get in there, Dom. Dom, get in there. Daniel Jones, what you think?
Listen, I feel bad for the kid because he hasn't had a system where he could really just stay consistent in and try to develop. But this is last year.
Facts.
If he don't get it together,
you took the
he's
words
done
right
for.
out of my mouth.
And also, Tyrod Taylor is real good at stealing somebody's job, so he better watch his back. So he better watch who his backup is, because Tyrod is good for stealing somebody's job.
That's a fact. That's a fact, because y'all were like 4-13 last year. The boy throw what 10 touchdowns, 7 picks,
and didn't play
in
the
New
last
York
few games.
too.
And didn't play the last few games.
Yeah,
that I don't know. Giants might take Eli out of retirement right now. If Eli trying to come back.
No, and the worst part about it is like y'all draft him without really talking to Eli. Eli didn't want to go to another team, so he retired early. Eli was some shit, but you know what? He come through. Okay, he came through 2 times in my lifetime. That's all I know.
Eli beat Brady.
I mean, the
He
Commodores
was
don't
good
have
on
nobody
2
to say about
days.
that.
That's all he needed.
He ain't his brother, but shit, he got some hardware. That's for damn sure. He got some clutch moments.
Eli, okay, so
But
we can't go in the time machine, right? We can't bring these old players back. So what players on these 2 teams is y'all expecting to make some plays? Who the peoples to look out for?
Hey, listen. Jahad Dotson. It will be the best rookie receiver this year. I'm calling that. Listen. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's training camp and it's practice, but I literally ain't seen that boy drop a pass yet. Like I'm speaking real like facts. Like I haven't. I went over to FedEx yesterday for the practice. Like,
yeah, for the open jump.
The boy really don't drop nothing. Like, he really don't drop nothing. And he gonna be at punt return. So watch out for him. Shit. Cameron Carroll. I mean, niggas know about him. Cameron Carroll is 7th round pick, sneaky. Montez gonna have a good year this year. I need a lot from our linebackers like Jamie Davis. So that's what really my eyes on Jamie. My eyes on Davis hard. Cause we drafted him in the 1st round last year and he did literally nothing. He was literally like a third. He was like a third down.
Who you was talking about for a second, bro.
He was like a 3rd down linebacker. So he didn't even he wasn't even like an every down linebacker. So I gotta see a lot from him. So
all right, playmakers. What you think, Coach?
Man, I'm going with that boy that everybody knows. He gonna make a bigger impact this year because he just got that bread. Scary Terry, man. Scary Terry got Carson. Listen, Carson Wentz ain't the best quarterback, but he know how to get it to his main guy.
I mean, one thing I can say about him is like, just like Joe said, y'all ain't have a real quarterback the last 5-6 years, but Scary Terry make them all look good somehow.
Yeah, facts.
So if Carson Wentz could give you a little that might be a good look for y'all. That's the one nice thing I'll say.
Yeah.
That's all y'all get.
And
maybe.
Yeah. Oh, and and I forgot that we got a running back from Alabama.
Who that?
Brian. Roberts. Brian Roberts.
All right.
Crazy.
I mean, he went to Alabama, so he must be able to do a little something. We're gonna see.
Number 8.
We're gonna see, but hey, the Giants.
The Washington Rolling Tide. Everybody on their team is from fucking Alabama.
Facts.
That, you know why? Because y'all picked so damn early.
That's a fact. Hey, y'all been picking early too.
Relax.
Y'all ain't made the playoffs since 2016.
Anyway,
what's up with that, Dom?
The players that I'm looking for, because you're just gonna bypass that. Anyway, The players I'm looking forward to see do something this year. Kenny Galladay got to show up. He can't have the season he had last season.
I forgot about him.
Exactly. So did he. We got to see how Saquon is another year away from that injury. Basically, anybody on offense, they got to step up. Quite literally.
This the last year with that offense. Saquon, Daniel, all of them. That shit gonna probably get broken up after this year.
Oh, absolutely. So this is their last year to prove it. Because if not, it's gonna be a real tank. We gonna be we gonna be right there with the Jaguars. Just
Damn.
Getting.
How we get here? I mean, y'all got Brian Daboll as the coach.
How many coaches that has we had in the past 5 years?
Don't take
we
a
had
shot at
Macadome. That little squirrel-looking one, I can't remember. He's like the defensive coordinator on the Vikings now. Pat something.
Pat Shermer.
Pat Shermer. We had
Pat Shermer.
We had Joe Judge. And now we got Brian Daboll. So like, what type of consistency have we had? It's bad, but it's always, we'll come back next year and we make like little moves here and there, thinking it's going to have a big impact, and it's not. It's not.
The Commanders definitely got the advantage in the coaching battle. I give a shout out to Ron Rivera. You know what I'm saying? He definitely. I don't know how he be having y'all in the mix somehow, of course, because it's a trash division these last few years. But I always feel like Ron Rivera get y'all extra couple wins every year that he coach. What y'all think about him?
Man, I like Rivera. I like what he stand for. He got like another year with me too, though. I ain't gonna lie. Cause at the end of the day, when you look at it, the only thing he really could hold his hat on is that Cam season when they went to the Super Bowl and lost. So other than that, he don't really got to. That's the only thing that's really on his resume. That's probably why he still got a coaching job, is because
he
of
got
that
like
Cam
2
season.
or 3 seasons as a coach that makes him really good. The other ones are very lackluster.
Yeah.
Damn.
No offense, they giving him a lot because he almost got fired. Honestly, truly, if he didn't have cancer last season, I feel like he would have been gone. No shade. Like it's always hard to fire the coach going through a cancer treatment. And like where you thought they would have been, because the way they were talking that preseason with no name.
But hold up. We not gonna act like he ain't just take them to the playoffs with Taylor Heineke that one year because almost came back and beat Tom Brady.
But like you say,
we ain't gonna act like that ain't happened. How long?
He definitely go?
1 2 years.
He definitely did. But that year, that division and that records
exactly
was terrible. Like, I mean,
the Giants almost made it. Like,
and that's another thing. Like, when he did get the team, he got it with no quarterback, really nothing to work with. So they're gonna probably give him like 2 more years to see if he can get it fixed. Cause it ain't gonna happen overnight. That's one thing. That's one thing the Commander fans gotta understand. This shit ain't gonna happen overnight.
Okay, that was a losing season. Number 1. Number 2, Dak was out for the Cowboys.
That wasn't no losing season. Well. They won more than they lost.
No, that was no.
It was at least 9 and 7.
Yeah,
I think it was 7 and 9. To be honest.
Dom, I appreciate you coming on the show. I ain't even gonna look that up, but I am going to tell y'all, Ron Rivera.
That was when we deserved the name NFL lease, NFC lease, because it was bad. You had Daniel Jones getting knocked out because we didn't have no O-line. You had your Eagles came back very, very late and strong. Dallas had no hope in the water. That was a bad season when they made it. So again,
fair enough. I give y'all that. So, Dom, you out. Joe, it's all you. Commanders got a shot at the division?
Oh, of course. Of course. We definitely I see us either first or second, honestly.
First or second?
Yeah, honestly.
Break
Who
this
y'all
down. Break
battling?
this
Who y'all
down for
top
me.
ops?
That Jalen Hurts is really the top op out of all this. If we being honest, Jalen Hurts is literally the top op. Like if he
Okay.
get it, if he get this shit working, that Eagles team will be scary. I'm not gonna lie. I like Eagles. I'm more scared of the Eagles than Dallas this year because Dallas. I don't think they got enough.
Beautiful. That's
I
what I
don't think
like to hear right there.
I don't think they got enough weapons. But if Jalen Hurts don't get that shit working, we gonna be good. But y'all spend a lot of money in the offseason too. Y'all spend a lot of money. So
Facts.
y'all
Spend big
expectations
bread.
are high. So it's all on Jalen Hurts, but I see us first or second, honestly. I like just like it's on Jalen Hurts, it's on Wentz, man. It's really on Wentz. Get that shit to them receivers. We got Curtis Samuel, stay healthy. I think we got the best receiving core in the division, if we being honest. But I mean, that's gonna
We
play
can get
out.
into that. We gonna get
Yeah,
coach
that's
here
gonna
real quick. What you feel about that, D?
I can't go 1-2. I could go 3, and they might be making a push to the playoffs. I mean, the wild card. But 1-2, I don't see that happening for them. It's the big reason Carson Wentz for me. But I like that squad. I like their defense. Ron Rivera, like I was talking about, defensive mind coach. I like he building up his defense, getting his pieces together. On the offensive side, they, like I was saying, they still got Scary Terry. They still got that boy in the backfield, Gibson, right?
Yeah.
And we got JD McKissick back. We brought JD McKissick back.
Who y'all other receivers?
We got Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuels,
Facts.
Jahad Dotson, Cam Sims, Dex Miles. We got listen, we got a core out there that's I feel like is the best in the division. If Carson Wentz could work that ball like I seen him do that MVP season before he got hurt when the Eagles went and won the whole thing. Woo! Like if Wentz get back,
I've been holding on to that
don't get
season
Rob
for a
hype.
long
Don't get
time.
Rob hype.
Like I mean, niggas could act like they don't know, but that Wentz season before he got hurt was crazy.
Niggas act like they don't know.
No,
so even if he get back to a little bit of that, and his leadership, man, he got to pick up his leadership. He got to start talking to the receivers more. That's his biggest downfall.
How you feel about Sam?
Sam. Curtis.
Sam Howard.
Oh, I ain't with that right now. We with Wentz. That Sam Howard shit. I'm not. I'm not an advocate of that. He not ready yet. He ain't ready yet. We're not.
Okay.
He's not ready yet.
So it's all on Wentz. It's
on Wentz. It's on Wentz.
I want to talk about Saquon a little bit because shit just sad a little bit, bro. I mean, I remember Penn State Saquon, you know what I'm saying, running the kicks back, all hype celebrations after the Jones, you know what I'm saying. And as a football fan, you could only hope that he could stay healthy. Just stay healthy for a season. I ain't even gonna put no stats or do whatever, touchdown marks and all this. Stay healthy for a season. Hopefully that'll lead to better things. You stay healthy, the Giants definitely gonna give you the bag. If not, like you were saying earlier, Joe, him and Daniel Jones might be gone next year. But how you feel about Saquon, Dom?
First of all, I found it very disrespectful that you said, Dom, you gonna sit this one out. Where do you think you falling at? Because why you gotta assume that we're gonna be last? You might be right, but you didn't have to say that. Second of all, Saquon, I feel the same way. I just want to see him healthy, full year away from that injury. He came back kind of quick. We thought he wasn't going to start the season last year. We thought he was going to come midway, but he did. And he didn't have a season that he would be proud of. So I just want to see where his explosiveness is because the Giants they piss me off very much lately with like the talent that they have, and then just like either trading it away because it's a locker room cancer. I'm still mad about that Odell situation. But then you also have this guy, and like we had a defensive coach who put a lot on him and running it and not trusting Daniel Jones to fling it. The main reason you brought him there. So we gonna see. We gonna see. But he needs to have a better year, and let's see what he's doing away from that injury. You need to turn yeah. Sorry.
Respect. Same type of question for the, you know what I'm saying, for the other side with Chase Young. We know what he was in college, know what type of impact he started to make in the NFL rookie year, which I think about him.
Well, I know shit. He on the pub list, so I think he gonna miss like the first 6 games this year. But for Chase Young, man, it's just more about learning technique. He's been a monster and been dominant so long so early in his Ohio State career, to where as though he gets to the NFL and just think it's gonna be the same thing, and it's
No,
not. So like
absolutely.
like
His
he
first
said, like
year.
even
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Like even yesterday at the practice, he was saying out his mouth like he gotta learn how to tip the ball more. Like he gotta learn more techniques. It can't just be bull rush, or try to beat people by the speed every time. That shit ain't gonna work.
No,
So it's more about just him learning techniques. So for him sitting out for 6 weeks, I mean, he just gotta come back and try to beat our D line is strong. So with
Facts.
him, it just makes us even more crazy if he just learn and get the techniques down. So we'll see how it play out once he come back. But I'm with Chase Young. I'm with Chase Young. So he just once he come back, we'll see
Same
how
thing
it
for
play
you,
out.
D.
You broke that joint down perfectly, my brother.
yeah.
I was just, you broke it down perfectly. Because in the off season, I'm hope he working on that technique, So he got on injured pub list now. So he missing that 6 games. Do a little film work. You know what I'm saying? Go to the film room and do a little studying. Get into them books. Find your how offensive tackles see how they adjust. All them type of things. You know what I'm saying? That come into play too. So it's just all about him just developing in the league right now, for real.
No, his first year was like it was just you saw it all right there. It was like when
Right.
he first came in, it was like, oh, they heard so much about him in college. In college, he was just quicker than a lot of other dudes and was able to get to it. But when he got to the NFL, you could see that he was struggling a little bit because technique, repetition, and just like when you play in the NFL, it's not like you have to go to class and shit. Like it's just football is all football. So like it is a little different, and like the skill set of your opponent is a lot different. They getting paid millions of dollars to stop you. So like it's you saw in his
Offensive
first
tackles
year
getting
he
paid a
had
lot
that
of money to
struggle.
stop them
Yeah,
too.
Exactly.
yeah.
So you saw his struggle his first year, even though it was still a good rookie season. But he got to work on it because even the beginning of his second year, they had film on him. They had film on him when it came to somebody who's just as skilled or probably a little better than him, and he looked real shaky in the beginning. My father's a racial slur fan, so like it's always beef in this house. So like I had to watch them growing up. I had to watch
Oh, you said a racial slur
yeah,
fan?
yeah, because
I
it's
just
to
got
go
what you
it's
meant.
RS, you know.
Alright,
So I don't
alright.
want to call them by their dead name because I respect the people that they were trying to name them as. So even in this house, I call it the racial slurs. I don't know anything about the commanders, the commodores. I don't know nothing about that.
Well, we're gonna
Hey, bro,
we're
you
gonna
funny as shit, dog. I appreciate you pulling up
hopefully
in
we
here,
can win
Commodores
this
man.
shit.
unite.
Hey,
Hopefully
hey,
we win some
Saquon
games.
and Chase Young, I feel like got the potential to be top 5 players of all time with these teams, right? So let's get to our top 5s. All time, Don, give me 20 minutes on the clock. Now, everybody gonna do the 5 from their squad. So who wants to start it off?
He could go ahead, cause I'm
That's cool.
We starting off at 5.
Starting off at 501. 5. We can start off at 5.
All right.
Start.
At 5, I got Joe Theismann.
Okay. All right. So who you got for 5, D?
Oh, stay right there, cause it look like you about to go to 4. Oh, right there. At 5, I'm going off of my eyes. Scary Terry.
Scary Terry.
I'm going with Scary Terry.
Hey, go ahead, y'all.
If we talking all time, I can't put him on mine. But if we talking Karen, of course, but not all the time. But I mean, your list, that's your list. Your list is your list. I mean, I ain't mad at you. I love Terry McLaurin, so it ain't like I'm mad at you for putting him up there because I'm not.
You better go off this year. You better be top 5 this year. We gonna see though. It's your boy Wentz. My number 5, another receiver, Odell Beckham, bruh. The talent was different in New York. I was up there when y'all drafted him. And the shit he was doing, the one-handed, he was your only playmaker. He real life got Eli a few extra years on the end of his career. We want to keep it a buck. So I'm gonna get Odell that 5th slot right there.
I feel like you was looking at my list, but same. A lot of the stuff that we hold Odell to, especially last year coming off injury, is what we saw when he was a Giant. And like just the numbers that we were talking for him and where we thought that career was going before injury was nuts. Like that rookie season missing the first few games and still putting up those numbers that he did.
Crazy.
Just it don't make no sense. But yeah.
And I'm glad you brought up that Rams stuff too, because everybody's talking, oh yeah, he can't be on the championship team. Ooh, bow. Great defense. There you go. Mm-hmm. Quarterback. There you go.
Also, not begging for the ball in the beginning because he was like, "No, I'm coming into something that's already established." Like a lot of the stuff that people said that was a problem, he showed when he went to the Rams that it wasn't. He ended up having a good relationship with what's his name, Stafford, but he didn't come there looking for that. It just so happened because it wasn't like his first game somebody else got injured when he went to LA.
I don't remember.
Robert
hopefully he come back from his injury.
Yeah.
Hopefully he come back from his injury and he's straight. Hopefully he get back with the Rams, matter of fact. But who you got for number 4, Joe?
Number 4, I'm going number 21, man. Sean Taylor, man.
Too soon.
Sean Taylor's on my list at number 4. You know, I mean, everybody, his career came short. Everybody know what it would have been. I mean, you can't act like it wouldn't have. So, yeah, I got Sean Taylor at 4. You said too early?
No. I don't mean too soon on your list. I mean he was gone too soon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, I mean, the gold jacket would have been waiting for him. So I stand. Yeah, like I stand against anybody with that argument. Like, I really feel like that. So Sean Taylor at 4.
You could tell he was that dude because the respect that the players have now, like nobody want to touch 21 unless they really feel like it's something they need or something that can bless them. So like that's how you know what type of player he was. So
yeah,
nobody want that.
Well, I'm gonna go to that 24. Champ Bailey.
Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, let me tell you. When he had that 2-bar Dickerson, every Pop Warner player, every high school player wanted a 2-bar Dickerson. Now I understand it's a 2-bar Dickerson, so you get it from Eric Dickerson, but when Champ Bailey had that joint playing with the Redskins, and you had other cuz on the other side with the headband around his neck, was that Fred Smoot? Somebody, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they was locking shit down. Champ Bailey was definitely that guy. So
shout out to
Champ.
Shout out to Champ, always been a legend. My number 4 though, another old school player, Harry Carson from the 80s though. I think we were number 53.
Yeah.
9-time Pro Bowler, 6-time first team, or not 6-time All Pro in the NFL. He was the run stopper while Lawrence Taylor was getting all the sacks and chasing the quarterback all around. You feel me? So he was on that type of wave, won a chip with the Giants and all that. Legend.
I went with, let me pull up my list. Hold on. Phil Simms, quarterback. He held it down when the Giants were, what the Giants are right now. Brought that one championship. You gotta respect it.
Love for the OGs at number 4. What you got for number 3, Joe?
Number 3, I'm going with Ak Monk, man.
Oh, Monk. Hey.
You know, just an all-time receiver, man. Just was a dog at what he did, man. Just like everybody loved Ak Monk. I went to his camp when I was a kid and all that. So shout out to Ak Monk, man. Ak Monk at 3.
Salute.
Definitely, man. Same thing. Og Monk at 3, man. Og Monk did such, like he was saying. He went to the camp. He said he did so much for the community. So Og Monk was that guy at wide receiver, though. Hands like a rock. Hands like a rock. That's that's what my father always told me. He had his autograph. I always asked him, "Who's Og Monk?" He was like, "Boy, you don't know Og Monk? Og Monk had them good hands, boy." You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely Og Monk.
Salute to him, bro. My number 3 is going to be Eli Manning. And as an Eagles fan, bro, I'm going to be real. I ain't even want to put Eli in my top 5. I ain't want to do it, coach. I see you, coach. I ain't want to do it. But when you stack it up, bro, and I'm going to tell you, it was one of your favorite shows that got me on this wave. I Am Athlete. We had Antrell Roll up there. And he was talking his shit about Eli, getting into how he got into the playoffs, and there was a different type of Eli. That put him number 3 for me. Dom, back me up, dog.
Yeah.
You looking at my list, but yeah. I was kind of flip-flopping who I got with 2, but I'm gonna give 2 his own. Yeah, Eli, like, come on. Y'all can hate it. Y'all really can, but like, you can't spell elite without Eli. You can't spell elite without Eli. Okay? Give Elijah his props.
The throw to Manningham on the sideline?
Eli in front of Phil Simms?
I did, because Phil Simms, number-wise, maybe, sure, but I didn't see it. I watched Eli. I watched 07. I watched 11. So I seen those, and that, in my book, go look for somebody else's list. You shouldn't. You want to tell me your 5 then?
Yeah, hey, look, I ain't gonna lie.
I made a 5 for the Giants. I made a 5 for the Giants.
Yeah, I did too. I had Eli on my 5. I ain't gonna lie. How can you not have Eli on your? I don't know.
I got him on my 5, but I don't think he's 3. He had 2 people on that defense that did way more than him to get them Super Bowls.
I'm gonna talk about one of them.
I got him at
but I don't know
people.
I got him at 3 on my list.
Actually, I'll give him that. 1.5. 1.5.
All right, we can get into that. We can get into that in a little bit, but we're gonna go for number 2 for Joe right now.
Number 2, I got John Riggins, man.
John Riggins,
running back. He had 11,000 rushing yards, 104 touchdowns. Like, yeah, from what I heard, I ain't really see too much, but from what I heard, he was the man. Yeah, he was a part of that good run that we had back in the day.
So number 2 for me, 2, D.
Like I said, saw for the most, you know, is that guy for me when it comes to the Redskins.
The racial
I know
slur.
everybody seen a highlight when he ran down on Cuz on the sideline. Daryl Green was a monster at corner. If it wasn't talking about Deion Sanders, they was talking about Daryl Green. I remember that. I remember that for a fact. So my father had his jersey. That's another reason why I had to put him in there. I always seen it every day. So Daryl Green definitely number 2.
Salute to that too. All right, so since I'm reading off of Dom's list, I'm gonna let Dom read off my list and let her go first for number 2.
Mr. TV, because he on every damn thing. Michael Strahan. Listen, until the 17 game
Good
season.
morning, America.
Until the 17 game season that we just had last year, that sack record nobody was touching. It took an extra game for somebody to get to it. For that, held it down, left while he was on top with 07. Basically the pillar for our defense to go on. He just like big time. He learned from who's my number 1. I'll get there. But yeah, just Michael Strahan. So really quickly, I mistook your text and I thought you meant 5 Giants top for me, like what I saw. And I was gonna put the whole 07 defense on that. Like the entire one. Him, Tuck, OC, like
yeah.
that was, and then once he retired, it was Tuck, OC, and whoever they brought in. Tomlinson. I feel like I'm saying his name wrong, but yeah, none of that would have
happened
had a
without crazy
D-line. None of that would have happened. Not the type of structure, what was expected of them if it didn't come from Michael Strahan, which then came from my number 1.
I love it when a plan come together. My number 2 is Michael Strahan. I still remember him getting that sack record. That was the first time I remember somebody setting it up like that. And everybody tried to get on him because Brett Favre just slid down and gave him that last sack. Brett Favre knew what's up. He didn't want that, bruh. Brett Favre was trying to make it to playoffs.
He still talk about what he got 07. He still talk about Tuck too, but you know.
Yeah, for sure. Salute to Michael Strahan. Who y'all number 1?
Man, my number 1 is who D number 2 was, man. Daryl Green, man. Like D said, if you ain't hear Deion name, you heard Daryl Green. Was a monster, shut down, had all the speed in the world. Like was just a straight out dog. So I mean, my number 1, I'm going with Daryl, man. I still see his jerseys when you go to the games. People respect Daryl Green's. So crazy in the organization. So that's my number 1.
Fuck with it.
My number 1. And will always be my number 1. Because this is the only jersey. Only jersey that I even own. Sean Teller. I respect Sean Teller game to the fullest. That's the safety that everybody won on Madden. Fact. Like he was a creative player on the field. That's what he was, son. Like he looked like Crate. Shoulder pads this high, about 6'2", thumping
Tape
on
on the
there,
fingers,
catching interceptions, taking them back, getting to the quarterback, making big plays, playoffs, making big plays in the like his career. But in that period of time that I saw, that was the only but that was the person that on my mind about my favorite free safety was Sean Teller. So I definitely gotta put him at my number 1.
Respect to both of them, Dom. It's on you.
Lightning and Thunder, LT.
Mhm.
Of course. Like they feared him. That man didn't have like the type of records that I spoke about when it came to like straight hand because they put at least 3 people on him. They wanted no parts of that man. I don't acknowledge what he did off the field, but that man put fear in people's heart. Okay, that man, number one, number one.
Yeah, for sure. Ain't no debate here. Ain't no debate here. LT, Lawrence Taylor, bro. He set the mold for everything that you see today. Anybody who
Exactly.
just rushed the passer, who outside linebacker 3-4 outside, that's LT, bruh. That's what they trying. And like you said, they was covering them with 3 people. Man, still won 3 MVPs
Mm-hmm.
on
Yeah,
defense.
On defense, and you don't see that.
yeah, he was a dog.
Crazy. So that was a good top 5. You know what I'm saying? That we broke down. Had a couple players that's playing nowadays. We're gonna get into some preseason talk, Don. Let me get 10 minutes on the clock. I want to ask y'all a question going out. Because they cut the preseason down to 3 games, a couple years ago. How many preseason games do y'all think they should play? I'm gonna start with D.
I'm gonna go with 2. I'm trying to go risk free, no injuries going into the regular season. My game, game, get off the game, get get a bye week and get that regular season started, man. I don't need my players keep going out there risking injuries. You know how they do it on Madden. You take the injuries off, then you send it to the regular season, then you put the injuries back on. You know, it's
That
serious out here. So, yeah, man, I'm going down to 2. I'm going down to 2.
All right, what you think, Joe?
man, D, you must got my paper or something, cause I'm going with 2. I'm so. Hey, listen, I don't want none of my play. Me and my dad argued about this today. About how he say back in his day they had to play, and now look, Dad, I'm not with none of that. They can play regular season like they get paid to do. Preseason does that. It don't matter. It don't matter. Like it doesn't matter. So I mean, I'm good with them going out there to play one series just to get warmed up for the regular season, get ready for the hits. But 2 games is all I need out of preseason. That's all I need to see.
You answered my question at the end. I want to ask D that same question too. Is that what you think should happen? Should they play one series? Should they play a half? Should they not play at all in the preseason, the starters?
The starter should at least play the half of the second game
I
and
grabbed it already.
play like a series on the first game. They don't need to play too much of the first game, but right before the week 1, it's man getting that little bump in before you go in, start that season off right. But we ain't trying to risk no injuries. That's the main part.
All right, Dom, what you think?
So, I mean, when it was 4 games for the preseason, they were basically playing it just like how you guys said. It was 2. Nobody played week 1,
Mm-hmm.
unless you was trying to show something you wasn't really on the team. Week 2, you went half at it. Week 3, you just wanted to see if you could bounce back the next week. And week 4, you just wanted to put the pads on just to say you did it. Like, so 2 games is really good, but I don't mind the 3 that they have now because they know that the games that we were getting when it was 4, they were only showing up for 2 of them. And like just give another extra week for people to rest and also give you another week to see what your the people who are not on the team if you have something to prove. Listen, we wouldn't have Victor Cruz if it wasn't for preseason.
Shout out to Mr. Sosa on that note. But I'm with you though, Dom. I like your point because the way you was breaking it down is how I was thinking about it. Like I feel like NFL teams, it just scare them to play their starters in the first game or the last game any preseason, because you feel like if you play him in the first or the last game, oh damn, we shouldn't have did that. And that's why I feel like 3 is perfect, because the first one, like you said, nobody gonna do nothing. The third one, everybody get to relax, and then the second one, I feel like is where everybody get together and you. I say a half. I hope the Eagles play a half, especially with all the different, additions that we got on the squad. And I'm saying the first preseason game was like Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne not playing, and I'm like, bruh, shouldn't y'all be working on chemistry and all? That's just me though. What y'all think?
I think as far as because that Hall of Fame game is so much earlier than all the regular preseason. So I think as far as that Hall of Fame game, I'm not mad at my starters not playing in that game. But the second game, like Trevor Lawrence and them definitely gonna play a half. So I mean, I'm not so gone off my like if Redskins. I mean, if the Commanders played.
You don't need to know your name, the name of your team.
if the Commanders played in the Hall of Fame game, if they played in the Hall of Fame game, then I know for a fact, like I wouldn't be mad if our starters set out because it's so much more. It's earlier than any other preseason game.
Bad. Respect,
Red stripe,
respect.
racial slurs. What's the name of the team?
Hey, look, I told the dude.
You said who? Who you say they need, D?
No, I said give me a tease for one game. I mean, for one play, and then go sit back on the sideline.
Just one play. All right.
One play, that's all I need.
All right, for sure. All right, so good show, y'all. When the preseason start back up this weekend, right?
Yeah, I think the Ravens play Thursday or Sunday, one of them days. I think I think preseason start. I think either Saturday or Sunday for sure. But yeah, football is here.
Hell yeah! The Eagles got the Jets. About to get the work. For real with the best receiving core in the division. You know what I'm saying? That's for you, Joe. When you come back, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Don't let Jalen Reagor realize he been fucking up. It's gonna be lit.
AJ Brown got to stay healthy. First of all, that's the first thing. Second of all, I like Devontae Smith, but he just so little. He's a dog, but he still got college weight on him, man. He got to get some NFL weight on him.
Had about 800 yards, weighing about 80 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him get 10 more.
That's how. Yeah, he gonna have. Yeah, no, that's what I said. He a dog, but he gotta get some NFL weight on him for sure.
Do your thing, D.
Hey, back to that top 5 though. Jason Pierre-Paul deserved the respect of being over Eli Manning.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
And Doug Williams is an honorable mention on my joint too.
Hold up, Doug Williams, you
Jason
right, Joe.
Pierre-Paul.
We got something to handle though. JPP.
Yeah, I ain't with that, D.
Nah, bro. Fireworks.
I ain't with that one.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, Bo, go ahead.
He's part of the reason. That
I can give you Tuck more than I can give you Jason Pierre-Paul, because Jason Pierre-Paul was just for the last one, not the 07 one. Tuck was there for both of them. OC was there for both of them. So if you're gonna say somebody on defense did it, then yeah. Jason Pierre-Paul was very much that dude, and we paid him as that dude when his time came up. But he playing around with fireworks with the money we giving him.
God damn. Yeah, I mean, JPP, that's a tough. I got you with Justin Tuck. OC versus JPP. Damn, OC was Jai like that too for a little stretch.
Yeah.
He was Jai like 15 sacks a year too.
Okay, and coming from lineback too, because he wasn't always in the front four or in that. He was coming. Thank you. From lineback with that.
Yeah, well, hey, D, respect. That defense was like that. So I see why you leaning now. If Odell would have had that we see what happened when Odell got that defense. But salute to y'all. Another great show. We seen
I give him that.
You said what?
He a 2-time champion. I give him that. And he did that on 7 fingers.
He still got enough fingers to put them rings on. You heavy. He still got enough to put them rings on. That's all he need. We got the Black Excellence at the bottom, Dom. Once again, appreciate you, D.
When he came back to the club.
But coming through, you won't be going all day. I already know you. That's why I fuck with you heavy. But I do want to close out the show by saying R.I.P. to my little brother again. His birthday was this past Friday. You know what I'm saying? Just dropped the episode out for him. So I just hope that anybody who real life fuck with me, that's his birthday present. So everybody go to FNSDC Live page. That's my birthday party for my little brother. Love.